Well, that would seem to be a great idea. I mean, to either be in the business or certainly have a relationship with somebody who you can rely on and you know is a quality provider, and make sure that they're on the spot whenever it is that this carpet should be maintained. It would seem to me the retailer being in the business, I mean, I see maintenance as a source of revenue, obviously. Mm-hmm. If you can't profit from it, obviously you shouldn't be doing it. But on top of that, it presents an opportunity to get in the customer's house and hopefully sell them more floor coverings. And well, sure. I think that in and of itself, obviously making profit on the maintenance side, but that in and of itself would almost justify being in the business, it would seem to me.
Well, top of mind awareness is a great reason why you might want to go back and visit those clients again. Yeah. Checking out to see other floor coverings that might be getting to the point of needing replacement, or checking out floor coverings that you may have installed a couple of years ago, making sure that they are being serviced properly and that they're behaving, if you will, the way they were designed to and supposed to. And you know, other issues involving, you know, after the sale customer service, I think that would be a great idea. I've always felt that the dealer was the linchpin in the entire maintenance process because they have the interface with the customer. You know, as I said earlier, we're 3 to 5 years out for a restoration cleaning. Mm-hmm. So by the time we see some of these floor coverings, they're a little bit too late in their maintenance process, and especially if it's their first effort at maintenance, we might not be able to repair that damage that's occurred if they've lost fiber or they've scratched the fibers and now the light's reflecting differently from those traffic areas. Yeah. We can remove soil, and that's pretty much what we're limited to.
Well, to have the retailer right up front to say, hey, just like the automobile, you had mentioned that. Obviously, nobody thinks you can drive your Chevrolet endlessly without changing the oil, and I don't suppose it's a major jump, you know, and it's awfully believable for a retailer to say, you know, you're really going to have to maintain this in a certain way. Here's how we recommend, and hand them the little booklet and tell them you're going to put them on the reminder list. That would seem right up front to be a good way to at least make them aware of that, and also sell them the products that they would use to maintain the carpet. Even give them something when you make the sale.
Well, sure, there's that opportunity to obviously service the client at that point, but it's like anything else. You know, at the end of the day, this is a fabric, and it runs the gamut of variable. You know, the carpet that's manufactured today is highly engineered, high quality goods, but it's subjected to as many variables as you and I can sit here and think of over the next couple of hours. Yeah. The manufacturers don't know where it's going to end up. And you've got, you know, kids and dogs and wheelchairs and walkers and multiple people and multiple families and all of these things that it needs to be in a maintenance operation. If the dealer had more opportunity to see that carpet under the stresses of life, they might have different recommendations. They might get better at the front end selling of certain carpets to understand, you know, lifestyle issues that might make it a better choice to go with this version of that carpet or the other version of that carpet.
Well, the Carpet and Rug Institute, as we had said, has really embraced maintenance 8 or 10 years ago.
Wholeheartedly, I might add.
Probably more than that. I think it's 13 or 14 years ago. And the next step really would be towards having some sort of program, perhaps, that they could share with their affiliate retailers and their customers.
Sure. They've done a great job of getting the word out as to, hey, this is a product that is going to be under stress, it's going to need to be maintained. And everybody surrounding that entire organization has done a fantastic job of getting that word out and at least addressing the issues that were there. The seal of approval program has been fantastic for making people aware of this is how you should do it and these are the products you should be using to do it. And they're constantly updating that schedule of products and the testing protocols and things like that to make sure that they're still viable in today's market. So yeah, we would wholeheartedly endorse, you know, the retail community and getting involved in this process and helping us make their product look better for a longer period of time.
But you, as Interlink Supply, have such programs already, I suppose, that you could share with mills and or retailers.
Oh, sure. We have cleaning guides for all of our product lines that we manufacture. Everything from our Bridge Prime product lines to our Groom Solutions product lines to the equipment that we use to, I mean, we sell, I think it's over 20 different pre-sprays, preconditioning agents for different carpet fibers, for different lifestyle issues, for different soiling conditions. So we've dialed it into a very, some would say complicated. I don't necessarily agree with that because I'd be working with it all the time. But you've got to mix and match the right conditions with the right detergents and equipment. And that's where we really excel at that, and so do our distributors.
Yeah, the advertising word there is comprehensive.
Okay, we'll use that.
Now, as I said, I've always been intrigued by retailers getting in the maintenance business. As I say, I'll preface this that I've never sold any floor coverings, nor have I ever maintained any floor coverings. So easy for me to say the
Sure.
department here. But it seems like, as we mentioned, there was a time when a lot of people thought that was a good idea, and then a lot of them got out of the business. Why do you suppose that was? It was just a pain in the neck?
I don't know about pain in the neck. Like I said earlier, I think it's, you know, a different business model. It's a real different business. When I was coming up through the ranks of the industry and beginning my career, I saw a lot of what we would term mom and pop type operations, where you had small privately held companies that were out servicing the marketplace and doing very well at it as independent contractor types. You see some larger operations now, obviously. You see, you know, some mills were involved, some fiber producers got involved in things. And you saw that more on the commercial side, though, than you ever saw it on the residential side. The residential side is more of a, think of it as a small town grocery store. They like knowing who the people are that are coming into their homes. Yeah. They have that you know, type of mentality. Larger communities are a little more open to different ideas. But
well, that would be a natural for Joe, the guy we bought the carpet from. He's going to have his guy come out and maintain it. That would
Sure.
seem to be a natural.
Well, they already know the company. They already
Yeah.
trust the company. They've already purchased from the company. So it sure makes that that first visit a little less intimidating to both parties.